Amanda, thanks so much for talking to us here at BT Sport. And look, I know you're excited about your fight, but just talking off camera, I think you're just as excited about the Women's Soccer World Cup right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Today was a hard game, but
This is USA.
USA against Spain. That was a good game, and I was so happy because we passed for the next phase. I feel like it's gonna be awesome.
Absolutely, and Brazil unfortunately lost their last game.
Yeah, you know, like I'm very sad because I want to see Brazil against USA in the final because it's my two teams, you know. But we will see next time. But I was very sad about Brazil.
And if they're in the final, you said you want the UFC to fly you literally from the fight out to the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely. If they be able to do that, if USA go to the finals, I want to watch that final for sure. If UFC be able to send me in the French right after the fight, I want to go so bad.
Well, let's see if they're listening and they'll do that. But you do have a fight to focus on, and you're fighting a fighter in Holm that is the only other woman to have held a belt in the UFC that you haven't yet fought, correct? So yeah. How excited are you? How much does this fight fire you up? How excited are you for this one?
You know, this is about to keep making history, you know. Holly is a tough opponent, you know. I know she's going to bring it. I know she won this belt. And this is my belt, you know, no go anywhere. And Holly is, this fight is to keep making history, you know. It's the only former champion that I didn't beat yet. And this is gonna keep me in that path that I like to feeling, like keep making history, keep proving I'm the best, you know. And this fight's gonna bring me that.
How's this fight going to look? You know, if this fight could go the perfect way, you know, round 1, round 2, do you want to get 5 rounds worth of action? What happens?
Of course, it's a five round, you know. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be very sharp and then waiting for the best moment to finish this fight. You know, Holly is that fighter. She like to score points, go in and out, try to run, try to find her distance through her kicks. You know, she's that kind of fighter, like to run a lot, to find her moment. That I have to be very careful with those kind of moments, you know, when she run a lot and she come back right away. And I have to be very, very careful with that. But yeah, I feel like soon I get my time, soon I get the moment, I will finish the fight. I don't care how long it takes, but I'm gonna go to the finish.
And talking about making history, you know, you now sit in that elite club of people that consecutively hold belts in 2 different weight divisions. And you've said you want to defend the belt in both divisions. Have you, well, you have talked about it. What about 125, being the first person to ever hold a belt in 3 weight classes simultaneously? Does that
would be awesome.
Can you do 25?
That would be awesome. I started doing the diet when I decided, you know, let me try to see what I can get from close to 125. Like, that was horrible. I put my life in danger.
Oh, it would be tough.
It is. It's a very tough weight cut for me in there. If I be able to do, I have to take like time to do this. But you know, like I have to defend those belts. I have the 135. I have the 145. I want to keep making history. If I be able to do in a comfortable way, I prefer to stay in the 135, in the 145, because we never know, you know. Losing weight is always horrible for your body, and I want to be able to perform very well. And I don't know if I'm going to perform very well if I go to 125, you know. But maybe in the future, I try once again to see how I feel, you know, to see if I be able to do. But I was like, I want to do that so bad. Nina told me, like, you crazy, you're going to die.
Well, don't do that.
Don't do that, please, please, please. And then I decided, like, I have to defend the 145. You know, nobody did that before. Yeah. I'm going to keep making history like that as well.
Well, I ask about 125 because Valentina Shevchenko's got unfinished business with you in her eyes, and whether it takes place at 135 or 125, she wants that third fight. Is that a fight that interests you?
It's like, doesn't even make any sense.
You've done it.
She have twice. She have 2 times. You know, I was tired in the first one. She didn't even be able to finish me. You know, the second time, I tried to fight her. She ran it the whole time from me, and of course she's gonna say whatever she wants. But everybody knows she can't beat me. That's why she went to 135. because she know she not be able to beat me. But we will see in the future. It's like my next focus is Holly, and after that, we'll see the rematch against Cyborg.
Ah, so that's one you want.
Yeah, I feel like
even
she's
though you
deserving.
knocked her out in that first round.
Yeah, I feel like she's deserving, you know? I feel like she wanted for a little bit, and then we decided we're gonna do, and then when I wake up the next days, she was like lined up for a fight the next, Felisa, I think her name. I don't understand anything, but we'll see, and I'm ready. Holly first, Cyborg right after. I think it's gonna be amazing.
Okay, so that's the lineup. Where do you feel most comfortable, 145 or 135? Because at 145, you didn't, in the fight in itself, you didn't get that much of a chance to test the endurance and all those things. But if you look at your training as well at that weight, where do you feel better?
You know, when you're training and you can use whatever you want, it's pretty good, you know. But I feel comfortable in both divisions, honestly. My original division is 125, but when I went up, I was very comfortable because I was eating comfortable. I don't worry about it that much with my weight. And I performed very well. I feel very strong in the 145. And on 135 as well. I feel like these two divisions for me, I'm going to be there for a long time. I'm going to retire with these two belts for sure.
Okay. You're a couple of weeks off now from the fight. What are you walking around at weight-wise right now?
Right now, I'm walking around 150.
Okay.
It's like it's a good way to stay on.
Was it, having gone up to 145, has it been harder to bring your weight back down again for 135?
Yeah, definitely. You know, the hard is like no eat a lot of things. I like to drink a beer, you know. I like to.
Why not?
I like to enjoy sometimes, but to drop to 135, I have to really like manage very well my food and everything. But I lose weight very fast. I have hyperhidrosis. I sweat a lot. And that is make easy for me.
Yeah.
But
so you're confident about that?
I'm very confident about that, definitely.
And when you talk about, the conversations you have with Nina, your fiancée, Nina Ansaroff, and you talk about the things that you might do in the sport, and a lot of them then come true. You talked about going up to 145, becoming the champion. So I want to ask you, what other things have you been talking about lately? Because that might give us an insight as to where you go next and what else might happen. What kind of conversations have you had about your career and Nina's career?
You know, like I really truly believe in Nunes is gonna be a champion. You know, we have to understand the life. Sometimes it's not supposed to be now, but I truly believe she's gonna be a champion. I truly believe I'm gonna have another belt at home soon for Nina. And also we wanna have a baby, we wanna marry, everything. And
so you're engaged now.
When's
the wedding set for?
The wedding is gonna be January 25. I feel like we're very excited for that. I think our life was so busy these past years. We don't have time to really talk about our life, our relationship. I feel like when me and Nina talk, I feel like we are best friend, training partner, because we don't have time
to be a couple.
To be a couple. And
who's the most competitive out of the two of you?
I think both. Both really like to compete against each other, like especially in sparring. Like we want to kick each other's ass.
Where did you meet? Or how did you meet?
We met each other at the gym, my old gym, and first of all, when I saw her, I don't like her at all. It's like, I don't know about this gringa. I feel like gringa is mean like a girl from another country. First, maybe. Okay, and then we started training. I saw she's tough as well. A new girl at the gym, you look like, I think I'm gonna kick this girl's ass today. And we started training, and then she was handle with me, in sparring. Usually take time for a girl handle with me in sparring. And then Nina handled very well. I said I look at the coach this girl is good. Let's keep her. That is gonna be a good partner for me. And we started training together every day, go out. And funny because when she walk in the gym, she have this short, big short, masculine girls. And I don't like masculine girls, I like more girly girls, stuff like that. But yeah, and then I invited her to come to watch a fight with me. And I don't have a car, I don't have anything at the time. She already have a car, her life set up, things like that. And then she said, okay, I go pick you up after training. And then when she show up, she come like with her head down, like very cute. And I said, didn't even match with the girl that I met this morning. And then from that moment, I started like, oh, she's cute. And then I started thinking about her. She like, in the gym, she one thing, and outside the gym, she's completely different. That is pretty cool to see.
That's a great story. Do you feel like a role model, or that you want to be a role model for the LGBTQ community? Is that something that's important to you in your message and what you represent?
Honestly, like, I am now. I'm very happy to be. I feel like I have a lot of people depend of it, like, depend of see a gay girl successful to prove it, everyone can do. But that was like, I think the whole time I want to be a role model for those people. But when I got there, like everybody started like really sending me messages, like mothers, like have the little girls like just start to come out, and all those people really strong in their life. And then I started thinking like, damn, that I can help people. I can like be there for them, you know? And that was make that thought more strong in my mind. But I never think it would be so big like that. You know, you never think until you get there.
Yeah, your energy really radiates. You can tell that, you know, you're very confident in your own skin, and you want to, you know, share that happiness and, you know, that fact that you can be open about who you are, and that's very admirable. And I want to know if during a fight week, are you the same happy person as the fight gets closer, or do you start to get a little bit more serious?
Yeah, I'm the same person. Yeah. You know, I keep it like that. I feel like I love to do this. Yeah. You know, and this is another day. You know, I feel like it's exactly how I wake up and then go to the gym training. You know, of course, not have cameras, anything around me, but I keep the same vibe, you know, happy and happy to be there. You know, this is the thing, happy to go through that moment.
So last question from me. We're nearly here, International Fight Week. You're going to make history again, defending one of the 2 titles you hold. Just say what the whole thing means to you.
Means a lot. You know, every fight for me is like everything, you know. I put everything, my mind, my body, my soul into. And this fight is gonna be huge because one more time, we're gonna keep making history. You know, Holm is a huge opponent, a strong fighter, and I wanna see how my game plan, how I'm gonna be inside the cage. It's very interesting for me to see how my mind is gonna play out when I stop in front of her. This is the thing that I always think, you know. I can train every day in the gym, but I wanna see my mind inside the cage that day. Every fight is completely different. My fight against Cyborg, I see something completely different that I didn't see when I fight Ronda Rousey, when I fight Misha Tate. I want to see how my mind is going to be for this fight. And I'm very, very, very excited to see this.
We're excited to watch you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Best of luck.
Thank you.